Silence can sometimes be louder than words, and in the case of former President Jacob Zuma, his expected disappearance from the political stage for 3 months is shaking the South African conversation. Zuma has always been a figure who thrives on public presence, whether through fiery speeches, defiant court appearances, or commanding attention at political rallies. But now, reports suggest he may retreat from the public eye, and the nation is left wondering why. For a man like Zuma, silence is not ordinary. His political career has been defined by constant engagement, whether to defend himself against corruption allegations or to remind South Africans of his lingering influence. The fact that South Africans might not hear from him until the end of the year is raising speculation across every corner of the political spectrum. The first question people are asking is simple: is this about health? Zuma is 82 years old and has faced multiple health scares in recent years. His medical trips and court applications for treatment abroad have become part of his political narrative. Could this extended silence be forced upon him by deteriorating health, or is it a deliberate attempt to shield his condition from the public? The second possibility is strategic. Zuma has always played the long game in politics. His new party, the MK Party, has rattled the ANC establishment and shown strong support in provinces like KwaZulu-Natal. If Zuma disappears from the stage, it may not mean weakness, it could mean consolidation. His silence might be designed to let his party and its rising figures stand on their own, proving that the movement is bigger than one man. By stepping back, he could be grooming successors and testing whether his political machine can survive without his constant presence. But there's also the legal angle. Zuma remains entangled in multiple legal processes, most notably the long-running arms deal corruption case. A period of silence could be advised by his legal team to avoid self-incrimination, reduce political noise, or create the perception that he is being unfairly silenced by the system. In South African politics, perception is often as powerful as reality, and Zuma has mastered the art of playing victim while commanding loyalty. What does this silence mean for the ANC? The ruling party remains under pressure, struggling with internal divisions, corruption scandals, and a restless electorate. Zuma's absence from the public stage could give the ANC breathing room. His voice, often critical of the current leadership, has been a constant thorn in President Cyril Ramaphosa's side. Without Zuma speaking out, Ramaphosa may feel less immediate pressure, but that silence could also be dangerous. It builds anticipation. When Zuma eventually re-emerges, his words will carry even more weight. For ordinary South Africans, Zuma's silence might feel unusual. He has long been part of the country's political soundtrack, whether admired or criticized. The question is whether people will interpret his quiet period as the beginning of the end of his political journey or simply the calm before another storm. If history has taught South Africa anything, it is that Jacob Zuma never truly disappears. Whether through speeches, court battles, or mobilizing thousands of supporters, he has a way of pulling himself back into the center of attention. 3 months of silence might look like retreat, but it could also be the setup for another dramatic comeback. In politics, silence is rarely empty. For Zuma, this period could either mark a decline in his influence or amplify it to new heights when he returns. South Africa waits, watches, and wonders, because one thing is certain: the Zuma story is far from over.